Hello and welcome
Oh yeah.
to another episode of Dinks with Kings. We're starting this episode laughing. It's good to be here. It's good to be back. We had a great episode last week, and we had some bonus episodes come out on our Patreon. So before
Bonus
we get started,
episodes.
bonus episodes.
Tell me more.
We had the Sub and Dom episode come out for the public, and on our Patreon, we released 2 bonus episodes called Sub Safety and Dom Etiquette. So go to patreon.com/dinkswithkinks to check them out and listen to them there. They're pretty awesome episodes. Also, follow us on social media at Dinks with Kinks on both Twitter and Instagram. We post some fun pictures and maybe a new video segment we like to call the Would You Will, which just had its first episode come out a week or 2 ago because, we record in advance. Anyway, I'm your host, John, and with me tonight, the cat wrestling queen, Miss Rebecca.
Hello. She doesn't know what she wants right now.
I know, she's everywhere. And the ever illustrious, the ever mysterious, deep voiced God, Mr. Shep.
Good evening. Oh my.
Oh, that's starting us off right.
I know. I'm going to get more and more elaborate with this introduction every week.
Yes.
So this week we're going to do a little role playing. I've got a very fun situation because
wait,
really,
I did not consent to this.
I think you will once you hear my idea.
Oh,
So,
are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
This week we're
Okay.
talking about cuckolding. But to really get in the mindset of this, we're going to pretend to be a married couple, me and you.
Oh.
And
Are you going to propose?
And y'all gonna drink Coca-Cola? What? No.
No. We've been married for quite some time. It was a lovely ceremony. But there's always a but. My
And
interest.
am I the side dom?
Oh no, you're coming. We're getting to you.
Okay.
My sexual interest is actually to watch my lovely wife be plowed, be fully serviced, be fully taken care of by another man. I want to watch you fuck Shep while I watch and be completely humiliated that you have just taken my woman and she is being so satisfied by another man. And
I like where this episode's going.
I figured.
We are now talking about the cuckold fetish. See, that's why we had to do this little role play because, at the end of last episode,
I could get down with this. You can role play this all you want.
You are going to be going down on this.
And I'm going to be watching from the corner going, yes. Oh, yeah. I like
Will you be wearing a Superman or a Spider-Man shirt?
Spider-Man shirt hiding in the closet. But you both know I'm there because I'm going,
So that'll be position 4 and plan number 3, Rebecca.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Have you guys
Superman would have been
actually,
different.
before this podcast episode, have you guys ever heard of the cuckold fetish?
Not exactly. I mean, I knew what it was. I just didn't know that was the name of it. So I
always get stuck on the name. Like, of all these names, where did this one come from?
Would you like to know?
I would.
Tell us more.
Cuckold is first derived from the word the cuckoo bird.
Oh my.
A cuckold is a husband of an adulterous wife. It is not the fetish does not derive its name. I mean, like the name does not derive from the fetish. The fetish derives from the name. Cuckold is a way of saying your wife is a cheater. You're the husband of a cheating wife. So, but it actually derives from the cuckoo bird, alluding to its habit of laying eggs in other birds' nests. See, somebody looked up some Wikipedia. Anyway, no. So it is a very odd name for a fetish, but it's one of those fetishes. It derives from something else. Just like any type of fetish, it is the fetish of that. Like it's almost a paraphilia. It's like I had Pantyhose fetish, that's an object. Normally not a sexual object. Or if I had a shoe fetish. Normally you would not go shoes and think sex. You don't think cuckold and think fetish until you have that fetish and you finally learn what the name is.
It's just such the odd name to come up to with such a truly 100% sexual fetish. I mean, unlike some, they can be sexual, non-sexual, but this one 100% sexual. And to come up with this name with it, I'm just, I don't know.
Yeah. Definitely. What Miss Rebecca, you have probably done a little more research. What you knew of this fetish before, you just didn't know the name?
Yes. I have seen the porn, fuck my wife, or, so-and-so fucks my girlfriend. Like I've seen it. I just had no idea that was what it was exactly. Yeah.
And now you know. The power of porn compels you.
The power of porn compels me and does other things. So
I want a shirt that says that the power of porn compels you.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of fetishes that we talk about that I'm like, I could get really behind this. Like I'd be very interested in trying. This one, not so much. It is actually a form. It's actually psychologically classified as Mesochism, like torture. It's humiliation to the cuckold, as it would be. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. That's the goal. That's the end result. The man who enjoys this is getting off. Or woman. You're right. It's getting off being humiliated by another man.
Yeah, but also in the same aspect, I mean, I wouldn't want to be treated like a doormat, and some people love that. So,
I mean, exactly. And like I said, I don't shame by any means.
No.
I fully understand and appreciate. It's just not for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Oh, no. But doormat, not at all. You're definitely a Persian rug.
Oh, thank you.
I like
expensive and classy.
Can I be a shag rug that are just a really comfortable one? Not like it could be tacky, but just a really comfy one that you just want to roll around on because it's comfy. It's a little fluffy. That's what I want to be.
Mm-hmm. You notice we both went dead silent. We were both like,
just let me be shag carpet, okay? It's glorious and it's coming back.
Okay, as long as you don't have shag carpet.
I don't. I wish I did. The first house I lived in had shag carpet. Loved it.
Not exactly what I meant, but okay.
Well, we all know what you meant, and we're all talking about the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes we have to distract ourselves so we can remain sane while talking with you, you know.
Oh, I see. Distraction.
Yeah, distraction is key. No, I actually, you know what? Miss Rebecca, you have done a lot of research on this. I want to see what you have found. I want to hear what you have found, and I want to compare notes. So
what I've found?
Yeah, you did research. You have notes.
I did.
I found a lot of good porn.
Well, there's always that with this research. I was reading very different articles, and it was one of those. I was reading the people who were into this. It's all about, people were into it because they and this sort of surprised me. This was the part that surprised me, is that it strengthened people's relationships because it was an open and honest discussion, because it was communication, because they talked about everything possible beforehand, so that having this fetish wasn't just I'm just watching my partner cheat on me. It was a discussion of it. They understood what it was. They understood. And it was another thing of, I can't give my partner what they want in regards to sexually. And so this person can. So I'm going to, like, that part of that sexual humiliation that, it's really hot watching them, but that feel bad, but feel good aspect of it. So I thought that was really interesting, that it requires that level of trust and emotional connection and communication. And though it is not something I'm into, that sort of appealed to me, that there's that much communication and that much trust and discussion and willingness to do that for your partner or with your partner, So
No,
that's what I found.
I like it. That really does put, because I have a lot of facts in front of me, but that really does put a very personal spin on it. I like that because, a lot of times when we're talking about these fetishes, we get just very fact driven and it's no fun.
Mm-hmm. I don't, but see, you come at it from a very factual perspective. I like to come at it from a human, like emotional connection. Like, how do I feel about it? Not what do I think about it? You come at what do I think about it? I come at it, what do I feel about it?
Make fun of my
is
robot
that creamy
penis.
center.
He's the creamy nougat.
He's the creamy.
And I just come at it.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. You're the creamy center.
I feel like you took shots at my robot penis, and don't diss it because it's robotic. It's cool. Robots are cool.
It goes all night.
Boom, 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 boom. Now, so the science behind this, like the actual psychological thrills behind this, is very much like, I want to be humiliated. I want to be the same arousal I get from like a vanilla person would get from having sex with their wife. They get from the embarrassment and the humiliation from it. It's very, it draws attention away from themselves. So a lot of these people don't want to be the center of attention. They like to be the guideline. It's almost voyeurism with guilt.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of like that because, like, I could be a voyeur. I could watch sexual acts and be aroused by them. But I don't, for me personally, I don't like the degrading aspects of it because a lot of times, and believe it or not, this sounds like a fetish that, people are like, oh, come on, your wife is just a whore. That's not the case. 9 times out of 10, the male with the fetish is the one who initiates it. They approach somebody and say, hey, would you do this for me? I want you to have sexual relations with my wife or my husband. And I want to watch and feel degraded about it. And that's, I think that's very awesome that you can be open about it like that. And because I know that takes a lot. I mean, I've had nervous breakdowns asking girls if we could like do it doggy style. So asking another dude to bang your wife has got to take some cojones. Shep, what do you think so far?
I mean, yeah, it does take cojones.
As most things do.
But I almost can also see it from a flip of the coin to where it's not so much the humiliation, but it's the it's how to say it, when you're the type of person where you gain happiness or excitement from the pleasure of your partner or from them being happy or being pleasured.
I like that. Like, it's, yeah, no, that's actually a good idea. And that's a different side of the coin. I didn't even think about, like, it's just same thing Miss Rebecca said. You're getting something from a partner, or your partner's getting something that you can't provide them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's, this fetish is like literally the one step away from, the man, female threesome in a way. And even in those times, there's the one female and then 2 males involved. But with the fetish, the one male is just off to the side being the vourist. But it's not humiliation. He's really getting into it and turned on because they derive pleasure by seeing the pleasure of their partner.
Absolutely. Another thing that goes really hand in hand with this fetish is a form of cross-dressing known as sissification. Typically, and this is very much on the humiliation side. Sometimes the husbands like to dress certain ways, especially in ladies' attire, and be made fun of by their wife. And sometimes, and I've seen, these are several porns I have seen where the wife has somebody fuck the husband. And I'm talking like man on man action, like homoerotic fun, where the man is dressed as a woman and is pimped out by the wife to another man. And that's a form of cuck where now the wife is belittling and berating her quote unquote sissy husband and stuff like that. And that's very kinky and very naughty. And like I said, it's all within consent. This is what the husband wants. So this is not one of the situations where anybody is in a non-consensual position, because usually the man is enjoying it, if as much or if not more than the wife at that point in time, because this is actually his fetish. And I've seen several videos like that.
Yeah, and then this fetish, and then the turn on is in the opposite corner here, where the woman loves the man and all that stuff, but the act of male on male really gets her turned on still.
Yeah. It's one of those situations where there is some I wouldn't say closeted, because it's kind of out there, but it's latent homosexual tendencies that they're acting upon and enjoying. And I love that. That's like a great way for someone to kind of spread out their sexuality a little bit. They're married to somebody, but they want to explore these corners of their sexuality without so much being bi. They want to make it a group effort. And I love group efforts. So, but yeah, it's very commonly a form of masochism and humiliation, which is fine. Many people do enjoy humiliation, both male and female. And so, yeah, this is one of those kinks where it's like, I don't know if I could get 100% behind it for me, but I have enjoyed the porn I've watched of it. It's pretty nice. So, I'm a voyeur of cuckoldism. Is that like, what's the word? Inception? Am I cuckception? Not a word? Okay, cool. Moving on.
I think you lost us at the look.
That was a good look, though. I do this look. Cuckception?
Oh,
Our audio listeners have no idea. All they know is I look charming and suave and handsome with a robot penis.
Except they can see you on all of our social media. So
let the lie live on.
Oh, okay.
At least until the dweebs and all of their episodes and such.
Mm-hmm. I want to know, and this is a segue to our new subject, the would you will, but I want to know, would you guys do this? Like, is this something that if your partner was into, would you participate? Would you be willing to participate?
Yes.
We'll start with Rebecca. Yeah.
Yes, I would. Because it's twofold. It's like Shep said, I enjoy seeing my partner pleasured and be pleasured. And so I would want to give that to them. And I don't know. I think I like that it's something that you would have to communicate about. So I think that would be, and it's, hey, you can add more people to your sex life. I mean,
true. Hey, listen, the math checks out.
I mean, I always like when you're adding things. So
addition is king.
Yeah,
Mr. Shep.
Well, I've been involved in many different scenarios of varying quantities of people, but this one, I mean, for the core of what this fetish represents, and you're right, because the fetish itself does revolve around some level of voyeuristic humiliation in some ways. So from that aspect, I could never do the fetish because any kind of acts like that, I wouldn't feel humiliated at all. I'd be more of the turned on type, probably.
Absolutely. And I think that's where I draw the line. I don't have a problem with open relationships or polyamorous relationships. If my partner wants to, if we have an open relationship and they want to go have other partners, I am all for that. I would not get off watching said acts and being made to be humiliated. But if my partner, was like, hey, I kind of want to go out and experiment and have fun and go wild. Yeah, go wild. It's just, and I think that's where I lose it, is because I'm a dominant personality in the bedroom. I don't like being subbed there. And this is bringing back from last week. This is a very dom sub thing, and typically most cuckolds are subs, and the wife is the dominant one who is taking the control there. So that's a no for me, big dog.
I don't know. I don't think I would want to be the one watching. I would do it. I think I would, like, if they asked me to, but I would prefer to be the other way around. So.
I would watch, but I would take notes and make commentary during. I'd be like, so you're going this way. And then with my little notepad, I'd have glasses on, and I'd be sitting there going, oh, so you bend the knee up. Huh.
Yeah, I think the only time I would be watching...
color commentary.
I would color commentary. I would do exactly this podcast. Just while two people have... It's like if we were in the same room and I had to watch you and Shep go at it, I would sit there and go, all right, well, let's see. Let's go. That's why I was setting up the role play. Because if we're ever in the same room and that goes down, now you know how I'm going to react. I'm going to go, yeah, with the knee. I like the start was a little slow.
Oh, John, you're a horrible tease.
And then at the end, I'm going to hold up a scorecard.
Oh, that'd be an instant turn off with it. Like, nah, we're not going to score it.
Yeah,
I don't do well with standardized tests.
Yeah, the only time I would sit there to be watching is if I was tired and I needed to take a water break.
Tap in.
Pretty much, yeah.
And like I said, we
and it'd be like, no, turn the angle, raise it. There you go. I like that better. What? I'm a member. I'm a guiding enabler.
You are.
Would you be in there, like right there at the point of focus, just like no, just cup the balls, like that?
Well, no, because I wouldn't be from that angle. Because how would I know what he'd like? Whoever, yeah,
that's true.
I would be coaching and directing him to optimize her pleasure.
I like it. All right, guys, it's that time.
Oh,
we're
my.
Going to spin the wheel. See what we're talking about next week. Oh, yeah. We're going to spin this wheel. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Always a lot of fun.
Doobly 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 doo.
Yeah, this has been like the first fetish where it was 100% sexual, wasn't it?
It really was 100% sexual this time.
Yeah.
Because in all the previous fetishes, it could be one or the other. It doesn't have to be. But yeah, this is the one where it's like nothing but, no question,
nothing but the fucks.
And John coming up with great role playing. Good job.
I like
the cut of your jib on your role playing there, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. I try. I like to think of myself as the writer of pleasure.
Oh my.
And come on, I had to do some puns. All right, little puns here, little puns there. This is how I'm going to tell you what we're doing next week. I'm going to make really bad jokes, and you guys try to guess. Okay, you ready? Mm-mm. Next episode is going to take your breath away.
Breath play.
Erotic asphyxiation. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some erotic asphyxiation.
I've been on the giving side of that in my life. Yes.
Yeah, that's fun. For
taking breath away. That is.
I had to say this on my list.
Yeah, I think it's on a lot of our lists. The one thing I want to add on cuckold fetish before we leave is the safety factor of communication. Please go back and listen to episode 10, the conversation, where we talk about communication and knowing what both your partner and yourself are capable and willing to do. Because, like I said, I have been in group sex events with a partner before, and there are certain rules you just don't do, at least with that partner. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
Don't
you
cross the swords.
Don't cross the swords. Don't finish in someone else. Don't blurt
You can
out.
smack the snacks, just don't cross the swords.
Don't blurt out things like "I love you, brother." It gets weird real fast. We'll talk about that in a different episode. But I want to remind everyone to, one, kink responsibly. Check out our merch store. The link is down below. Follow us on social media, and please check out our Patreon. You get early access to episodes, and it helps support us. We get to do cooler. We get a bigger wheel. And we'll keep doing fun and crazy new things to try to.
I mean, we'll get Rebecca more shoes for the shoe fetish.
Oh, the shoes.
Patreon.
We got. Hey, listen, shoes are on that wheel. We're gonna talk a lot about feet
All those
again.
petties.
All those petties, all those manis and petties, because we got to have pretty fingers to do.
I'm
the
getting
finger
one this
stuff.
weekend.
Oh, yay. Anyway, I want to thank you all. From me personally, John, your host, joined by the ever flexible, the ever stretching Miss Rebecca.
Indeed, she is.
I have a knot in my shoulder.
I have a knot somewhere else.
Massage therapist over here.
Right. Yeah,
Are you gonna work out my knot?
Your shoulder hurts. You should have seen what we were.
I'll
just
work out
recording.
through everything.
Oh, nice.
I mean, anything you need denotted, yes.
And the very touchy feely, the very sensually rubby, Mr. Shep.
Jeez. Good evening, everyone. Have a good night.